Okay, folks, this is Steve Barrios, partner, Viridian Energy. Hope all is well. Happy Wednesday. This is our team call. We have this call every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. We skipped last week because of the Thanksgiving week. But first thing first, I just want to say, hope you and your family, our families all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and a wonderful holiday weekend. Number one. Number two, our prayers go out to all the folks that unfortunately were murdered today in California. So our prayers are going out to them and their families, and their just a sad time for that area. So strong prayers for them, please. Just some announcements real quick. I just want to make sure I got my screens. Okay. The double bonus expires this upcoming Thursday. This upcoming Friday, so in a couple of days. So, folks, all you need is 2 revolutions, okay, and you double your money. That's just the fact. So whether you're in your fast action, that would be 800, or you're just in a regular revolution, which would be 200. So it's easy money. For the holidays, some extra money, which is awesome stuff, okay? Couple announcements in regards to meetings. We have the V Pro this upcoming Saturday. It's free. It's free training. It's really a regional training up in Norwalk, Connecticut. If you haven't registered and you live within striking distance of Connecticut, 2-3 hour drive, 4 hour drive, whatever it may be, you're going to want to be at that meeting. So go in the back office and register. It's free. It starts at 9. It's 9 to 12. I'm going to drive up with a handful of people on Saturday morning. So we have about an hour and a half drive. So we're going to put a little time in there, kind of go from there. Number 2, if you're not attending a meeting weekly, you may want to do that. That's part of staying plugged in. If you're not having one actively yourself, go in the back office calendar, look for one in your back office, in your backyard, so to say, and plug into one. I know Dave Fernandez has a great meeting up in Massachusetts, Peabody, Massachusetts, every Monday. Partner Alex Romali also has another one every Wednesday up in Massachusetts at the really nice Hilton Garden at the airport. Every other week, we do one in South Plainfield, New Jersey at the South Plainfield Rescue Squad. That's in the back office. You could plug into that. I know in the Texas area, there are meetings going on all over the place. So I know Houston and Dallas are 2 hot spots. So there's weekly meetings going on there. So, listen, here's the reality of this business, right? If you're not showing the plan, whether you're sitting down with somebody face-to-face, over the phone, or you shared the link with them, say, hey, check this out, give me your thoughts. Like, Denny and I were just chatting, director down in Texas, Denny Goodwin, and met a guy at the gym and, made a connection, create a little interest and shared a link with them and said, hey, give me your thoughts. That's simple. That's connecting, If you're not gathering customer points, one or the other, if you're not gathering customer points, and or if you're not helping somebody, duplicate the process in those 3 things, okay, you're simply just not in business. That's the reality of it. As you can see, I'm showing my screen right now. I just logged in. I have 8 customer points. I got 2 days, 2 hours, and 52 minutes and 45 seconds, or 7 of those 8 are qualified. And I can tell you right now, I'm getting 2 tomorrow morning. Had somebody text me earlier, meet them at Starbucks. They have their electric and gas bill. So I'm going to hit the double-double. So, if you're going to preach something, practice it. And that's a philosophy for life, not just for this business. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to preach something, practice it, There's all different ways of showing this business. We kind of just chat about a few of them, bring somebody to a meeting, whatever you got to do. An exposure is an exposure. Whatever video you want to show, okay? It's up to you. You know what I mean? The 4-minute little solar opportunity video, the 10-minute little video, maybe it's just a customer video. Maybe it's a video on one of our top leaders' little story. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do to create interest, just connect with people to create interest, right? It's all about connecting, because if you're not connecting and if you're not talking about the business, folks, your business will not grow. That's the simplicity of it. And then no one will follow the leader. That's the reality of it, and there will be a unique case where you get somebody who's just hungry. That's who we're looking for. We're looking for hungry people who got the hustle. If you got the hustle, it's just in you. You're perfect for this business. Everyone wants that, wealthy guy or the big network marketer, and whatever the case may be. Just look, sponsor up. They say a lot, sponsor up. And do all that. That's fine. But look for the people who are hungry. Look for the people who are looking. Look for the people who are hungry. You know what I mean? And who got that hustle. Because if you got the hustle, this is a perfect business model for you. There's no doubt about it. And listen, I got my 8 customers. I'm going to hit the double-double. Been preaching about it for quite some time. And I got these 10 customers probably in the last 2.5 weeks. I really ran at it. I had a little dry spell. It's patience is a virtue. And you just got to follow up. The money's in the follow-up, right? And kind of go from there. I showed the plan. My goal is to show it at least 5 days, 5 times a week, and I'm averaging, I would say, about 3.5 to 4. You know what I mean? Because I'm throwing Thanksgiving in there to do much on that Thursday and Friday, okay? But that Wednesday night, though, I got that Wednesday night before Thanksgiving when everyone out partying and drinking. Guess what? I was at somebody's house, okay, enrolling them for a solar consultation, enrolling their electric and gas bill, and I didn't even realize they had a vacation home in the Poconos, okay? So I put that bill in too, okay? So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Half of my 8 points right there came from one household. Okay, so listen, folks, keep connecting with people, and if you're not in a state where they do, you have electric, gas, or solar, connect with people that live in that state. You know what I mean? So diversify your portfolio. You know what I mean? Whatever state you may be in, work in your back hard, work within that circle first, but also reach out to folks when you talk to people. Say, you know anybody in New Jersey? You know anybody in New York? You know anybody in Texas? Everybody and their mother's been asking, do you know anybody who lives in Texas? Right? So why not ask the same question in our own backyard? You know what I mean? Because we have the opportunity to get 3 points from one household, and that's just the reality of it, and kind of go from there. I was Eric Worre, a big fan of his, and I'm sure most people who are on this call are tapped into in one way or another. If not, register. You've got a free newsletter, free little daily videos he sends out, little nuggets. He's a guru in the network marketing industry now. And I was watching his, and it was about talking about the subconscious, how to clear the subconscious, and how to help it work for you in a positive aspect. Because our subconscious is always going, and let it work for you in a positive manner. And I'm going to show. The folks have seen this. I'm going to get out of this screen right here to the V Center, okay? But anytime you want to know about any promotions going on with Viridian, all we have to do now is go to My Business, okay, and go to Current Promotions, okay? This is a new tab they just added in, okay, this month. Click on that, and it'll give you all the current promotions going on. And this is good to kind of share with your down team. Also share this with who? The new person coming in, right? So here it is. It talks about the double promotion, right here. Boom. This expires this upcoming Friday, right? The Accelerate promotion. This is if you get 3 revolutions by that time frame, you earn a free ticket to the event being held at the Gaylord in Texas on February 5th and 6th. And then for all the folks that live in Texas, they extended the Fast Action promotion also, which is awesome stuff, until December 4th, which is nice. Okay, and then obviously they talk about the leadership retreat and things of that nature. So this is now right at our disposal. All you do is go to My Business, and then to Current Promotions. It's as simple as that. But let me go back to this Eric Worre. What I'm going to do is real quick. Hey, Danny, are you on the line, bud? Not sure if I have Denny on the line.
I got you. I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
Numbers.
Yeah, no, I definitely get it. Hey, Denny, before I show, real quick, just a few words from, because we're going to go into a 7-minute video. You've been involved in Viridian since the summertime. Your state's gone live. Just a few words about Viridian, about the network marketing model. Just share some of your wisdom. You always bring something really good to the table, and I always learn something new every time you speak. Just talk for a few minutes. This is the director, Denny Goodwin from Houston, Texas. Go ahead, Denny, take it over.
Sure. No problem. Hey, everybody. With network marketing, it's definitely can be a challenge. It can be, for some people that are maybe reserved when it comes to approaching people. Some people, they are more outgoing. They find it easy to walk up to somebody and talk to them and so forth. Then you take your own personal experiences with when somebody approaches you to about network marketing and how you felt before. So those are all different mind battles and feelings that you have to battle on a daily basis. So what you have to do is you definitely have to come out of your shell. I know that for me, before, I have no problem with approaching people, but coming out of the shell is on the follows. I think that the one part where I have to continuously do self-improvements on is on the follow-up, and that's one of the most important things. I don't like to harass people constantly. I don't want to chase people around. And somebody else approached me about some other fitness, marketing thing, and my sergeant, he asked me, he goes, well, what did you think? Do you think he was too pushy? And I said, you know what? I said, honestly, no, he wasn't too pushy. And I said, he when he talked about the product, he showed his belief, his passion. He conveyed it in when he was talking about it. I mean, you can really feel what he was saying about that he believes, hey, this stuff works. I'm making money with it, and so forth. And that's part of your delivery. The next thing that he was saying is, but sometimes I feel like, and this is my sergeant, he said, I feel like, that he may be too pushy, because he even told me, he goes, some people, they'll say no. I write them down in the book and approach them again 30 days later, and 30 days after that, or 6 months after that. And to me, that's like, I just don't want to bother anybody. You come at me after 30 days and I told you no, you're harassing me or you're bugging me. And he goes, look, this is what the marketer said. He goes, I don't look at it as harassing people, because a lot can change from a week to 30 days later. A no right now, it really isn't a no. I know for, Viridian, my mom tried to get me to talk to Arthur up there in Northeast area about Viridian, and I kept saying, no, I don't have time, and I kept putting it off, and I kept saying no, but eventually I said yes, and here I'm in it, hitting the ground running. So situations change. People may be in one of those financial binds where, hey, I got to make something happen. And sometimes, you get those people that when they're at their lowest, they're willing to do anything to get out of their current situation. So that follow-up, when you feel like you're harassing somebody, it's not harassing them. You're just, hey, open that door again. Look, the opportunity's still here, man. I know you're hurting right now. If you just give me, 5 minutes, I'm going to introduce you to my friend, and he and I both will make sure that you succeed. And that's part of the team building. So in network marketing, yeah, if you go at it out alone, you can be successful. Just depends on your charm and your approach and your work ethic and so forth. But the cool thing about with Viridian, it's all about the team. You work as a team, you succeed as a team. Everybody that I talk to, I put them through with Steve. That's it. To me, it's either him or John, the Presto. So I mean, I put them through, because sometimes when you're, especially the hardest people to talk to is friends and family. Believe me. But you have to get that third-party confirmation. So, yeah, I know you're the same guy that, was, throwing eggs at a car or something the other day, being silly. I don't really believe your story. But you put somebody else on that has that rapport, that reputation already built up. They're very successful. You put them on the phone and let them convey the message as well. You're just adding that reaffirmation to that. So that's just another key to network marketing and being successful, is reach out to your team, your up team, upline, and just about anybody. Anybody's willing to be, there for you and help you. So don't hesitate to reach out and just come out of your shell and just perfect your follow-up. And I think that'll be some of the biggest keys of success for your own business.
Wow, Denny, that's really good stuff and great. And you're right. Time is everything in life, right? So a no right now really isn't a no. It's just not right now. For the most part. And you're right. You don't want to hassle people. And I'm real big in discipline. And the follow up is part of discipline also. I'm real big in follow up, and you got to make it a matter of fact. You can't come across like desperate. You know what I'm saying? And then there's different degrees of follow up also. The folk that said no, you're right. You trace them out. A month or 2 months later, you reconnect. They say no, not right now. You know what I mean? But the folks that have some interest, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you can follow back up with them. And you're right. You worry about you're harassing people or bothering people. But the prime example was last week when I followed up with Randy Fender, and I wasn't going to follow up with him on last Wednesday because it was the day before Thanksgiving. I didn't know if him and his family were doing something. It's a big day for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I said, hey, you know what? Let me just give him a jingle to see how him and the family are doing. Say Happy Thanksgiving and go for that. That's exactly what I did. So it was a follow-up, but I really just wanted to say Happy Thanksgiving and I say, Randy, how you doing? Hey, Steve, good. Hey, how's everything going? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? He tell me, they're going to the Poconos and stuff like that. So the Poconos, I'm not related, so I figured it was going away. I didn't realize they had a home up there. And I said, hey, I just wanted to circle back to when's, let me know when's a good time for us to, just chat real quick. I'll stop over. I'll show you how the whole solar thing works. He simply said, what are you doing tonight? I said, I'm coming to your house. and that was it. So I was hesitating to follow up because I kind of felt I didn't want to bother somebody, but I did it anyway. But I did it in a matter-of-fact way, and I happened to just really sincerely just to see how Thanksgiving, we're going to do it for Thanksgiving, kind of go from there. So to your point, Denny, you're absolutely right. You got to come out of your shell a little bit, and you can't seem desperate in follow-ups, and also you got to know the right time and the right individuals to follow, because there's all different types of follow-up and kind of go from there. So, but good stuff, buddy. I greatly appreciate it. And real quick, let me just get into this. I want to show this little 7-minute little video with Eric Worre. Real good stuff. The force is with you. No kidding. And he talks a lot about the subconscious. And as we all know, our subconscious goes constantly and it never stops. And it never stops. And we can use this to our advantage and really help us reach our goals and be more positive. So here's what Eric Worre has to say about that. So here's about a 6.5 minute video. Okay, folks, here we go. Eric Worre.
Hey everybody, this is Eric Worre and welcome to networkmarketingpro.com. Today I want to share one of the principles that's worked with me and many of the top earners that I've known in my career. If you want to accelerate your growth, accelerate your success, accelerate the number of goals that you're going to hit, not only this year, but next year and beyond, follow this principle. Now, it's an old principle, but I think I can tell you why it works, at least from my perspective, okay? Here's the idea. You've heard about it in the movie The Secret. There's lots of old ancient texts that talk about it. But here's what I believe is the most powerful force, one of the most powerful forces on earth, and that is your imagination. What you can imagine. Now, most people misuse their imagination. In other words, they think about what bad things could happen. They let their imagination go wild to the negative side. How they could get hurt, how they could get rejected, what could, all the terrible things that could happen. But the most successful people, and I will tell you, I've used this in my life for my whole life, and my whole adult career at least, and it's worked unbelievable, is using your imagination for good, using it for growth. Now, here's what I mean by that. If you pick a goal, whatever it is, let's say you want to meet someone. Let's say you want to achieve a rank. Let's say you want to get to an income goal. Let's say you want to have a certain number of people in your group at the next company event. Whatever it is, okay? I want you to clearly imagine it. Get it so clear in your mind that it's like you're living it in reality. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? As clear as you can get it. And when you're talking about this picture in your mind, it's good to put it in writing, and it's good to make it as detailed as you possibly can. How do you feel now that you've achieved that goal? How many lives are you impacting now that you've accomplished that objective? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. But the key is detail. The key is specifics. The key is a clear, crystal clear mental picture. Okay, so if you have a goal, I'd like you to just go through this exercise with me today and get a clear mental picture of what it looks like, okay? What it feels like, what it tastes like, what it smells like, how you feel, how other people look, how they're looking at you because of what you've accomplished. What is your family? How are they reacting because you've made that objective a reality, okay? So get it clear. And then just go about your life. But here's what ends up happening, and it's happened to me so many times you can't even imagine. As soon as I get it clearly in my mind, it's not long before that thing becomes a reality. Now, it's not a magic trick, okay? You can't just sit at home and imagine a Lamborghini and it pulls up into the driveway and somebody gives you the keys. It's not a magic trick like that. Here's why I believe it works. Your subconscious brain is working all the time, no matter what you're doing. It's working, it's helping you guide and shift and make different decisions. But if you get a clear picture in your mind, I believe you unlock the power of your subconscious mind. And when you unlock the power of your subconscious mind, it starts to grind and grind and grind and grind to make the picture that you have in your imagination a reality. And there starts to be thousands of what I like to call micro decisions that start to happen. Little left turn, right turn, little course corrections, thousands of them that are happening all the time. While you sleep, your subconscious brain is working to help you, guide you towards that objective. If you're mowing the lawn, if you're doing the laundry, yet subconscious mind is working. If your imagination is strong enough and clear enough, your subconscious mind is working and working and grinding and moving. It's not like you're attracting those things to you. You're attracting yourself to those things because your subconscious mind is working for you. It's like a slave for you, working and grinding and working and grinding and working and grinding to help you get to your objective. Thousands and thousands of little decisions. You didn't even know why you made them. They were made because, 1, you had a clear picture in your mind. 2, your subconscious brain went to work without you even realizing it. And 3, step by step, inch by inch, you moved closer to your objective until you attained it. So the picture that you have in your mind is incredibly important because guess what? If you have a negative picture in your mind, a negative picture in your imagination, your subconscious mind is going to go to work to make that a reality too. Thousands of little micro decisions to guide you towards the negative. So who wants to live with that? Who wants to put your subconscious mind to work as your employee, to work for you and work against you? Why would you want to do that? So get a clear picture of your goals, of your objectives, of your vision, of anything you want to accomplish, anyone that you want to meet, anything that you want to do. I've envisioned getting on a stage that I wanted to speak on. I've envisioned having thousands of people in the room. I've envisioned relationships with top of my heroes in personal development, with Jim Rohns and the Tony Robbins and the Richard Bransons and all the different people. I've imagined those relationships long before they became a reality. And then my subconscious mind went to work and it was grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding thousands of decisions until it became a reality. So 1, think of something that's important to you. Get it clear in your mind. And then let your subconscious mind grind for you. Let it work for you. Let it create results for you because you deserve it. That's our show for today. Ladies and gentlemen, my wish for all of you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional, that you decide to go pro, because it is a stone cold fact that we do have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Wow, folks, that was good stuff. And obviously, the follow Eric Worre is the toughest thing to do, that's for sure. But here's the simplicity of it. Use your imagination, right? For good and growth, right? For yourself. Basically, have a clear picture of your goals and objectives, which ultimately, what he is saying, will clear your subconscious and then let your subconscious work for you to obtain or accomplish those goals or objectives. It's good stuff. And folks, we're going to leave it at this. Little quote of the day: excuses will always be there, opportunities won't. That's a fact. Denny, thank you so much for your wisdom, your nuggets tonight. It's always a pleasure to have you on the phone. We're blessed to have you, you and your family. And all, thank you so much. Happy Wednesday, and we'll see you all next week at the same time, same place. Have a good night, all. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.